In This Week in Military History, we focus on Winston Churchill, who was born on November 30th, 1874. Perhaps best known for his role as British Prime Minister during World War II, Winston Churchill had a long career as statesman, military leader and writer, both before and after that conflict. His words, his actions and indeed his visage still reverberate to this day. Churchill was born in Oxfordshire, England, to a British aristocrat and an American mother. After a poor performance in previous schools, he was enrolled at Harrow, where he joined the Harrow Rifle Corps that led him ultimately to the Royal British Military College at Sandhurst. At a time when the British Empire was at the zenith of its strength, Churchill's career took him across the empire, serving in British India on the borders of what is now Pakistan and Afghanistan, as well as in the Sudan, and also spending time in Cuba. By 1899, he had left the army, and by 1900, he was a member of the British Parliament, an MP. In 1911, he was named First Lord of the Admiralty, where he spearheaded the modernization of the Royal Navy, as well as established the British Royal Naval Air Service. Churchill retained this role through the beginning of World War I before resigning for the disappointing failure of the Battle of Gallipoli, his own idea to strike at the enemy through the soft underbelly of Europe. In and out of favour and popularity, Winston Churchill's career stalled after World War I, and he turned increasingly to writing and painting. By 1938, however, he was the voice of British rearmament against Hitler's rise, speaking out against the British policy of appeasement. When Britain declared war on Germany in 1939, Churchill was appointed First Lord of the Admiralty once again and a member of the War Cabinet. He was appointed Prime Minister and Minister of Defence in May of 1940, the day the Germans invaded France. As Britain's Western allies were invaded and capitulated in the face of German aggression, Winston Churchill's famous speeches became rallying cries across the country. Managing to secure US support through the Lend-Lease Act, Churchill fostered a strong relationship with FDR and the United States. In conjunction with Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, the three men would be instrumental in creating the Allied war strategy and the post-war world, with the United Nations at its center. Join us next time for another segment of This Week in Military History with the Pritzker Military Museum and Library.